morning, sports fans, and welcome to another edition of the First Family of Las Vegas' daily free winner show, brought to you by the best website on the planet, your one-stop sports betting shop, SportsMemo. We've got a great Monday show, and I got to tell you, these Monday shows are really picking up steam. You know, normally, traditionally, Mondays in the business a little slower. People are still like, getting back to work or whatnot and hungover from the weekend. And I don't just mean like literally hungover from partying, but hungover weekend. You got to go back to work. Life starts. Kids go back to school. But our Monday shows are really picking up steam. And we've got a special Monday guest today.
We do. Let's
bring this good-looking panel on. It is a Monday. Let me go around the horn, do a real big one. Then we'll do some individuals. Jesse Schule, Moneyline Matt, Tokyo Brandon, Don Buster are all here. The dogs love this crew. They're barking. Let me say hello to Jesse Schule. Jesse, how are you?
Doing great. Look at these guys. Is this a dating site, Joe?
It really does look like a dating site. I don't know who. I don't know who would swipe left on any one of these good-looking guys. Moneyline Matt, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Great to be back on the First Family of Las Vegas. As always, ready to break down some games. Had a big weekend.
Got it, great. I love Matt. He's always so positive. My good buddy Tokyo Brandon. I would say good morning. It is good morning there. It's after midnight by you. How you doing, Brandon?
It's 1 a.m. and I'm the #1 capper at WagerTalk in 2022. Things are going good.
It's wonderful. And we get to lead off every week with Brandon. And guys, I got to tell you, Brandon tells me, listen, if you need to move me around, if you need to, buddy, you're my Monday guy. I love you. Speaking of people that I love, we got to hang out with Don Buster last week. Don, how are you?
I'm good, Joe. Very good. And I appreciate you guys letting me come on here on Monday. Since I was in Vegas last week, my wife decided on Wednesday to take a little Mexican road trip. So that's why I can't be on the Wednesday show. And I appreciate you for having me on today so I could get on to see you guys. And it was great seeing you, finally meeting you in Vegas. It was actually a week today and we saw each other. So that was good. And looking forward to seeing you again.
Oh, absolutely. I've got to tell you, anytime somebody comes to town and we get to hang out with them and we don't wind up in lockup, Jesse Schule, I'm talking about you. Don Buster, it's always a pleasure. Just joking. You know how I start every show. Good morning, honey.
Good morning.
How you doing? Happy Monday. Long weekend. Long weekend. You know, as the sports betting world goes on and progresses, and when you get to December, you lose a lot of college football, but college basketball starts coming on every day. And, these shows are really picking up a lot of steam. Yeah. And it's because of the wonderful panelists from SportsMemo and WagerTalk, the Dons, the Brandons, the Matts, the Jessies. But it's all because of you guys out there, really, that tune in, and we appreciate you. Come Monday, though, I'm already tired. How about you?
Sometimes, yes.
If you'll notice, we have 3 Christmas trees in this house. This is the first one. This is our third one. We have a first one. We got a primary, a secondary, then we got a third stringer. We didn't even get the lights up on the tree. It looks like Charlie Brown's Christmas tree, but it'll be behind us next month. The next few days, we're going to start decorating it. There's a few things of fluff, then we're going to get into some new discounts and then right into some free content. First of all, guys, we have the best support staff in the world, and a lot of what we do, the shows and all the individual cappers, a lot of the things you see at SportsMemo and a lot of these shows could not be possible without the greatest support staff in the world over in Detroit, Rock City. We love you guys. But there's one person in particular, Melissa, and, a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff. And I got to tell you, working with cappers, it's like being a den mother. Guys, we are the biggest pains in the asses in the world. And anybody that can put up with us.
Speak for yourself.
Let me tell you, we're all pains in the butt. But Melissa does an amazing job. She is in the Detroit office. She does a lot of the stuff you see, the hype and the bricks and all this stuff and the discounts and dealing with customer service. She does a lot of that. But she is also the sweetest and most loving, most adorable person. And today is her birthday. So, Melissa, from all of us in the First Family, Dion, myself, Jesse, Matt, Brandon, Don Buster, everybody at SportsMemo, at WagerTalk, and everybody out there, they don't know how much you do here, but without you, this train would stop dead in the tracks. We love you. Happy birthday. We wish you nothing but health, happiness, peace, and laughter. Honey, it's Melissa. Everybody tweet out a happy birthday, Melissa. Tag SportsMemo in today. We would love that. She really is the sweetest lady in the world. And none of us would have anywhere the amount of success we have without you. So, Melissa, we wish there was more than one day to dedicate to you, but happy birthday. God bless. Having said that, a couple of bits of fluff today, guys. First of all, Fred McGriff made it to the Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. I think Fred, first of all, he was a gentleman. I met him a few times. a great player. But Hall of Fame material, guys, I'm going to tell you right now. Now, let me make a preemptive strike. I think 35 to 40% of the guys in the Hall that have made the Hall don't deserve it. I would throw them out and let them try to get back in. And if I was on those voting panels, 35 to 40% of the guys that are in the Hall would not get a single vote from me. I will tell you that. It upsets me. I think it was an outstanding player. Plus, he was a class act. I got to tell you, it does not belong in the Hall. I don't want to get into some debate about it, but I think a lot of these guys that are up, there's no shock that a lot of these guys don't get in, but a lot of guys that do get in, shocks the heck out of me. Fred McGriff, great player, gentleman, does not belong in the Hall. Now, guys, I live in Vegas. Now, I get it. You know, I got a friend of mine that he's from Massachusetts, and every time we talk about boxing, he tells me about Marciano. And I get it, 49-0. Marciano was 180 pounds, 5'9.5", 5'10". All right, one of the greatest fighters of all time, but you can't put him in the top 5'10". You can't, because you just couldn't. Now, from back into the 3 greatest heavyweights of all time, just so if you're wondering, Jack Johnson, Jack Dempsey, 2 of the greatest, period. All right, don't tell me about Tyson. Don't tell me about Fury and Joe Louis, 3 greatest heavyweights of all time. But I get that. I live in Vegas. But I got to read this crap every day. A reason to believe, guys, is Carr from rock bottom, 3rd straight wins. We're feeling proud. We got hope. Hope for what? Listen, I get it. This is our hometown team. This team sucks. They suck. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not here. I'm here to give you like honesty. This team sucks. I got it. The other thing, Josh Jacobs is the best running back in football. Come on, guys. He's an outstanding athlete. He's a very good player. He means a lot to his team. If you guys want to keep preaching about Josh Jacobs, you have a good day. Guys, a broken clock is right twice a day. So when this team wins, look at who they're playing to. Okay, guys, that's all I'm saying. That's it. That's it. I can be the best guy on the basketball courts 1.5 miles from my house if all kids show up that day. Guys, I'm 53 years old. I'm 5'6". I got no knees. There's no way I'm going to be in the top 10 if men show up. All right, guys, I'm old. All right, guys, it's about who you play. It's like being the toughest guy in Rhode Island. It's the smallest state. It's about being like the smartest guy in special ed. You're in a dumb class. Look at my kid. He's an honest student. Yeah, special ed. Guys, I got up for this shit with the friggin' Raiders. It drives me crazy. I'm sorry. All right. Deshaun Watson's
If only you would just tell us how you really
No,
felt.
really, every day I got to read. I get with our hometown paper. Come on, guys. I'd rather read about Bishop Gorman and Faith Lutheran in high school because they're 2 great teams always. All right, it gets ridiculous. Deshaun Watson came back. Let's go to I want to save a football question later for Moneyline Matt. Let me ask Jesse. Jesse, I know you watch a lot of sports. I know you watch every game, almost every game on Saturday. What did you think about Deshaun Watson coming back yesterday?
I don't really have any thoughts. I mean, if it isn't going to make me money betting on one side or the other, I just don't have that much to offer. My job is to analyze who's going to win the game, not who's a good guy and who's a bad guy. And
I'm certainly glad I asked you, Jesse. Thanks a lot. I'm
sure. I'm not into passing judgment on people.
Oh, me, I passed judgment on 9 people before breakfast. Oh, my God, I passed judgment on the mailman. Moneyline Matt, I want to ask you, Jimmy G goes down for about a month and a half now, about 6 weeks now. You've been preaching the love of the Niners and watch out for this team. I really think this team has got what it takes to go at least represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. What's your take on the Niners now and their whole situation?
I mean, it definitely hurts. Jimmy Garoppolo was playing really good football at that point in time when he went down. And I honestly think, the NFL just doesn't want me to be right about this. They just keep having the 49ers go down. I think they're the best team in football, most complete team in all of football. But I will say, for any team in the NFL, any team for their quarterback to go down, the best situation to slide into is the San Francisco 49ers. They have one of the best run games in all of football with Christian McCaffrey. I mean, another guy who went down, though, was Elijah Mitchell. That's a huge guy to go down as well. Backs up Christian McCaffrey and kind of splitting carries there. But again, to come in and slide into a team like that who has an established run game, guys like Kittle, Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, a nice check down running back, safety blanket like Christian McCaffrey, and then you have that defense to lean on as well. Again, it's a tough situation for any young quarterback to slide into, but if there is an ideal situation, it's with the 49ers.
When backup quarterbacks come in, No, I'm not talking about when they're named midweek. When they come in during a game, guys, don't. And here's the thing: what I'm saying, they're going to have a lot of times they have a good performance. And I'll tell you why. The defense did not prep for that quarterback.
Yeah.
They now this week is a whole different story. Now I think what are they playing? The Buccaneers this week. We'll see what happens tonight. See who stays healthy. See what happens. But obviously, when you get a week or 5 or 6 days to prep for a quarterback, it's a lot different than not being prepared for him. We got one guy did say something before we get into today's things. One guy, Eric, we love you, Eric. Good morning. How about our Lions, Matt?
Yes,
I had them play. Had them all week. Had them
5 in a row, baby. That's 5.
They're playing good. Still no pressure on them, which makes them very dangerous. Still no pressure. I love that. All right, guys, I will tell you this, and this isn't for my wife. How come I haven't heard a squawk from a single Bears fan lately? Every year that one of the loudest fans, I haven't seen a single Bears jersey in months. In Las Vegas. All right? What's the matter, Justin Field? They shut up faster than me in the confessional. I'll tell you that. I haven't said that. All right. We got a couple of discounts. Then we're going to go right into free plays. How are you today?
I'm doing fine.
I know I sucked the air out of the room. It's Monday. I'm revved up. What can I say? She's still got us. All right. She's got some discounts she wants to tell everybody about.
Yeah, we do. So don't forget, today is $9 Monday over at SportsMemo and WagerTalk. You can get $9 plays from all of your favorite cappers over there. Some of those are your top plays for the day. So head on over there right after the show. And we do still have the rest of we have the college football bowl access going on right now for just $149. So take advantage of that one. And we have a new special that started since we are heading into the new year coming up soon. You can get the rest of 2022 for just $199. That is the steal with everything that all of the cappers are covering. That includes NBA, college basketball, the bowl games, NFL, soccer, tennis. I mean, that is a great deal. You can get the rest of 2022 for just $199. And that one there is no code needed at all to get that discount. And we also do have $2 Tuesday coming up tomorrow. You can get 3 cappers. Our cappers tomorrow are going to be Moneyline Matt, Eric Pauly, and Ronald Cabang over at SportsMemo. And then you also have Drew Martin over at WagerTalk. $2 Tuesday tomorrow. So don't forget to make sure you get those Tuesdays.
Guys, real quick, I know I do this every show because it's true. The customer appreciation you receive over at SportsMemo and WagerTalk is unrivaled. We have the best collection of cappers anywhere on the planet. And instead of price gouging you because our guys are documented winning cappers, they go the other route. They know that saving you money is just as good as making you money. So they put up these discounts. And I love this rest of 2022 for $199. So a guy like Don Buster, a guy like Tokyo Brandon, Matt, Jesse, Dion, and myself, who all do multiple sports, guys, you get a ton of their sports, $199. You get to dip your toe in the water, make some money, come back, dive right into their pool. I love this stuff. Without any further ado, guys, making a Monday appearance, a cameo appearance, my good buddy Don Buster. And I got to tell you, Don Buster might be one of the sweetest guys in the world. He really is one of the sweetest people. But he's a winning capper, and numbers don't lie, and he does contribute to quite a few sports. And you always see his name over on the leaderboards at SportsMemo. Don Buster couldn't come on this Wednesday, but you know what? We told Don, Don, listen, we can't not have you on the show. Got to have you on. You're a fan favorite, man. Our numbers go up because Don Buster's here. He said, Joe, can I have a Monday? I said, that's it. You're on Monday. That's it. You got it. We can't go a week without Don Buster. He's like a drug, and we need our Don Buster fixed. He's going to tell you what he's been doing. He's going to tell you what he's going to be doing on the premium side. He's got another free best bet. Don Buster, the floor is yours.
Well, as always, Joe, thank you for those very kind words. And again, it was great meeting you guys in person finally last Monday. First things first, I personally want to wish Melissa in the Detroit office a very, very happy birthday. And thank you for everything that you do for me, especially. I know you do it for all the cappers, but I appreciate what you do for me. Again, so have a great day, Melissa. Our free play today on the show is going to be an NHL like always. We're going with the Calgary Flames, the first period on the puck line, plus 105. Now, Arizona comes to Calgary. They've lost 4 in a row, and this is going to be their 13th road game in a row on a 14-game road trip. They have that new arena that they're playing in on I think it's the Arizona State campus, and they didn't have any professional dressing rooms. So they're getting those made up. And unfortunately for them, they're stuck on a long road trip. And as everybody knows, even myself last week, just 7 days in Vegas, after a while it gets to, you need to be coming back home. And I think Arizona will be just looking to get back home after they play Wednesday in Edmonton, I believe. And then they'll be on their way back home. Now, Calgary has historically been very, very good in first periods. And last year we did very well with them, betting them in this first period puck lines. And this year, the last 2 games when they played Washington and Montreal at home, they didn't do too well. They didn't come up like they usually do. The first game of their homestand, I believe it was, they come out and dominated Florida 3-0. That's what I expect tonight. I expect them to come out and dominate a very tired and a very actually weak Arizona club. Now, Arizona played a fantastic game, their last road game in Vancouver, and they still end up losing in overtime. So really I don't think Calgary takes them lightly today. I like them to come out and take advantage right off the start. Another reason that we'll bet this, I think this is the best way to go, because Calgary's a 330 favorite to win this game. And that's not going to happen. We sometimes look at that puck line for the full game. Well, it's sitting around, I believe, 140 now or 150. It's to win by 2. I just don't like that bet. So we are getting plus money for the first period. So our free play for the show will be Calgary first period puck line plus. It's -0.5 for the first period, but plus 105.
Great stuff from Don Buster, guys. Don Buster is a winner. Go over to SportsMemo after this show. Take advantage of the best customer appreciation discounts on the planet. Follow Don Buster. You're going to follow him all the way to the bank. And Don Buster, besides being a winning capper and a fan favorite, you are a class act. Always love the way that you are always so unselfish in bragging about other cappers, and what you just said about Melissa. Just always a class act. Always separates you from so many in the world. So we appreciate you stopping by on Monday. Don's going to stick around, so if you got a question for him, maybe we'll get to it by the end of the show, guys. Here at the First Family Show, we pride ourselves in bringing you the best cappers on the planet. And fortunately, we have them at SportsMemo and WagerTalk, so they're not a hard reach to get for us. But we have cappers that come to you from all over the world, all over the continental U.S. They come from Mexico, they come from Canada, they come from Greece, they come from Southeast Asia, and they come live from Tokyo. Man, I'm going to tell you, Tokyo Brandon, #1 capper at WagerTalk. Guys, that's like having the best batting average and you play on the Yankees. Do you know how hard that is to do? And he's been atop those leaderboards, not like for a day or a week, guys. It is just crazy. They should just nail his name up on the leaderboards because he is that good. And we look forward to having Brandon on every Monday here because it's a great way to start off our week. He is not just the winningest capper over at WagerTalk. He's not just a winning capper. He's not just an entertaining guy. He is one of the sweetest people in the world, and he brings it. It's a great way. It sets the tone for the whole week when you've got your A game on Mondays, guys, man. And Brandon always brings his A game. He's going to tell you what he's been doing. He's going to tell you what he's going to be doing on the premium side. He's got a free best bet for you. Brandon, the floor is yours.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, it's $9 Monday at WagerTalk, and I have a feature play in college basketball today, which I love. I also have a play in college football bowl game that I've already put out on Tokyo Brandon's site at WagerTalk.com, which I also love. You can grab those right now for $9. But the free play today is in the San Diego State Troy basketball game. Should I give it out now? Or
sure,
are we giving out free plays later? Okay. When I released this, it was 136.5. I think it's climbed to 138. But I still like the over in this game because I crunched the numbers and I have it around 147, 145, 147. So I'm all over the San Diego State Troy basketball game over 136, 138, whatever you can get it at.
Great stuff. Even though it went up a little bit, he still says over is the way to go in Troy, San Diego State. He's the winner. You will be too. Guys, #1 over at WagerTalk. Numbers don't lie. Don't believe me? Maybe I'm full of bunk. Go check his numbers after the show. WagerTalk.com. Go check out Tokyo Brandon. $9 Monday. Tokyo Brandon, he always has a great Monday card. I checked the numbers. I checked the stats. He always, to lead off the week, it seems like he's always got a good card for everybody. Go follow Brandon. You're going to follow him to the bank. Speaking about banks, the first lady of Las Vegas is all over a bunch of leaderboards. But she's also going on almost 5 months now. Her free plays between the First Family Show, the Family Affair Show, the College and Pro Football Forecast shows are over 80%. If a free plays can hit at that high percentage, what do you think her premium plays can do for you when she's a little more selective and puts out things that she feels a little more strongly about? And I got to tell you, she's damn cute to boot. It's 8 o'clock in the morning here, and she looks real cute. And Dionne D'Amico is going to tell you what she's been doing, what she's going to be doing. She's got another free best bet winner for you. Dionne, the floor is yours, darling.
Thank you very much. Right now, I am hitting over 65% of my NBA releases, and today I have isolated just one big winner for you today in my 75% NBA Crash the Boards play for just $9 for $9 Monday over at SportsMemo. And for my free winner today, I want to talk about the Monday night football game between the Saints and the Buccaneers. Both teams are coming into this matchup off of a loss. The Buccaneers, they lost 23-17 to the Browns in overtime, giving them a 5-6 overall record this season. But despite their losing record, they still lead the NFC South. The Saints, they had an embarrassing 13-0 loss at San Francisco, giving them an even worse record than Tampa Bay, a 4-8 record on the campaign. But they still are in contention for the division title. To me, in my opinion, this game is too hard to decide. It could go either way to me. But there were a few things that did catch my eye on the total in this one. Tampa Bay scores an average of 18.2 points per game and allows an average of 18.5 points per game. While New Orleans is scoring an average of 20.8 points per game and is allowing an average of 23.3 points per game. Plus, the total has hit under in 6 of the Bucs' last 7 and 4 of the Saints' last 5. It is also 4-1 in the last 5 meetings between Tampa Bay and New Orleans and 11-3 in the last 14 meetings in Raymond James Stadium. To me, I see this total going way under. There's a ton of stats that do support the total in this one, so that's why I'm going to go ahead and go with the under in tonight's Monday Night Football game.
First lady of Las Vegas, over 80%, almost 5 months free plays on all the shows on SportsMemo TV, all over SportsMemo leaderboards, multiple sports. She's killing it. She says under tonight, Monday Night Football. It was a good breakdown, Dave.
Thank you.
Really good breakdown, short and sweet, just like your husband. And guys, I got to tell you, not only is she a winning capper, she's darn cute too. And I got to do the triple-double show about an hour after this, which I think is just enough time to make everybody out there an uncle or an aunt. I'm just kidding, guys. Go follow her. It was some of these great customer appreciation discounts. You'll follow her to the bank. We're going to go to my good buddy, Jesse, the Iceman Schule. Jesse and I do a lot of shows together. We were friends years before we both made it to SportsMemo. And, the respect that we had for one another over the years brought us together. We became friends. We did a lot of content on other brands over the years, and I'm glad that I get to do a lot of content here a couple of days a week with Jesse because he's always as entertaining as he is informative, but he is a winning capper. I know he's like me. We like to have a few laughs, all right? But seriously, this comes down. He said something at the beginning of the show. I asked him something about the show I'm watching. He says, Joe, if it's not about making me money and making my people money, I'm not about it. And I love that. I really respect that about Jesse. And you should respect that too, guys. Because unless Jesse's got something that he feels gives you an edge and gives himself an edge, and those people that follow him, boop, nothing. Jesse Schule is a winner. He's going to tell you what he's been doing. He's going to tell you what he's going to be doing on the premium side. He's got a free best bet. Jesse Schule, take it away.
Thank you, Joe. You might remember last Monday I came on this show wearing my yellow outfit, my wig, talking about a perfect 8-0 run with 5-star NFL plays for the year of 2022. Since then, I hit the under in the Patriots-Bills game on Thursday night, and then followed that up with a big 5-star play on the Detroit Lions, the hometown team. I'll be a popular guy in the office this morning after that one. And now we're 10-0 with our top 5-star plays in the NFL this year. And Brandon might be the number 1 handicapper at WagerTalk. I'm the number 1 NFL guy at SportsMemo and number 1 overall with football for the year of 2022. So feeling good, feeling like we're making money and we're going to keep on making money. So let's get into best bet that I really like for the show. We're going to look at a college basketball game featuring the Gonzaga Bulldogs and the Golden State Flashes. Everybody knows about Gonzaga, one of the perennial favorites to win it all in the NCAA. You might not know as much about Kent State. And let me tell you, this Kent State team is for real. They finished second in the MAC last year. They return their top 2 scorers from last season, both seniors, Sincere Carey and Malik Jacobs. Between the two of them, they average 30 points per game. They also brought in another senior transfer from Ball State, Myron Thomas, also averaging in double figures. There's every reason to think that this Kent State team is going to be even better than they were last year. They're getting a ton of points here on the road at Gonzaga, and I've always considered Gonzaga to be overrated. And if we're looking for evidence of that, as they're asked to cover such a huge double-digit spread, let's look at how they've done in their last 18 games. Oops, they've only covered the spread 3 times in their last 18 games. It's a big number. I'm going to take the points with Kent State.
Mute.
You guys didn't like my pick here?
There you go. Sorry, Dion muted me.
Say, that didn't go over very well.
Sorry, guys. You know, when you're married
That was
22
my
years,
fault.
she mutes me all the time. She hits me with the remote control. Guys, Jesse the Iceman, Schule, he's number 1 NFL and number 1 overall in football over at SportsMemo. He says Gonzaga is a little overrated, only covering 3 of the last 15, I think he said. Jesse Schule said Kent State, Golden Flash tonight, plus 15 there for real. Follow Jesse over to the bank. I can't believe you muted me again. She muted me again. That's how she shuts me up in between the segments. Guys, Jesse is a winner. You follow him, you're going to follow him to the bank. Great stuff, Jesse. Great breakdown. As entertaining as we are, as you are informative, what we've come to expect from you. You know, guys, our good friend Moneyline Matt, we have a lot of fun with him on the show because, let's face it, when he was born, when he was first born, I started losing my hair before he was even born. So, but you know, youth never made. It was never a reason why you shouldn't follow somebody. It never replaced, you know, lack of intelligence or lack of success. And he's certainly one of the most intelligent guys in sports betting, and he's a very successful handicapper since he started capping games before the football season began. You know, he got I don't want to say his claim to fame, but he got a little notoriety because of some brands he was doing on some shows he was doing with NFL and UFC and whatnot. And then when he came over to SportsMemo, he hit the ground running, and he's doing some great work. And now I know he's doing a lot of stuff in the NBA. You know, I check those leaderboards, and I see him puts up a lot of props in the NBA, and he puts up a lot of winning props in the NBA. And I'm very proud to see where he started 5 or 6 months ago, handicapping games, and where he is now, to see him just grow and do wonderfully and succeed. It really is. It's
And
nice
he's
to
coming
see.
off a really good weekend.
And
too.
another good
Amazing
weekend. And another good weekend. And, you know, we really like having him on the show because he really sets the tone also. We talk about Jesse and Antonio Brandon, our Monday regulars, and Don coming on Monday, how it sets the tone for the whole week. Having Moneyline Matt really does set the tone because he really is one of the most knowledgeable and well-spoken. And the way he breaks down and analyzes games, I haven't worked with really anybody that has done that, and I've worked with everybody over the last 25, 30 years here in Vegas in this business. Moneyline Matt's going to tell you what he's been doing, what he's going to be doing, and he's going to give you another free best bet. Matt, the floor is yours.
Yeah, guys, thank you as always for that introduction. Always gassing me up. I greatly do appreciate it. And yeah, coming off a really good weekend, doing a lot of really good things right now in the NFL, NBA. With the NBA, if you're not following myself on Twitter or any of these cappers, you definitely have to do that. Love to share things with my followers. In the NBA these past 2 weeks, I've shared a plus 10,000. Yes, you heard that right. Plus 10,000 NBA parlay that landed. A couple days later, put out a plus 2,500 NBA parlay. Also landed. So we're giving out some great free stuff over on Twitter as well. And, you know, this week right now in the NFL, I was talking to the guys beforehand, kind of needed Jesse's Mr. Schule wig. You know, I went 9-0-1. I got one last play tonight. We talked about it last week on the First Family of Las Vegas Monday show. So if you want that play, it's my favorite play of the week too. So I'm really hoping we stay strong here, end up 10-0-1 on the week. And yeah, maybe I'll borrow that Mr. Perfect wig from Jesse. And one last thing I wanted to mention, because we were talking about the 49ers here. I just saw that Baker Mayfield got released. It would not shock me whatsoever to see Baker Mayfield in a 49er uniform pretty soon. It fits the script pretty well. He's already played with the Cleveland Browns. They run a very similar system to that of the 49ers. 49ers gonna need another quarterback. I'm not sitting here saying Baker Mayfield's great, but I think the fit could be right. All right. But again, 9-0-1 on the week, going for the perfect week, trying to go 10-0-1. And for my free pick today, we are going to rock with Alvin Kamara over 77.5 rushing and receiving yards. And this is a line that you definitely need to shop because I've seen it as high as 84.5 and I've seen it as low as 77.5 over on FanDuel. And right now, the New Orleans Saints are traveling on the road to face off against the Tampa Bay Bucks. And this is a game that is huge for both teams. The Tampa Bay Bucks are atop the NFC South division with a 5-6 record. And then you got the New Orleans Saints, third in the division with a 4-8 record. And I think they have revenge on their mind. The Tampa Bay Bucks beat the New Orleans Saints earlier in the season in New Orleans 20-10, a very slow game, not a ton of offense, very gritty on the defensive end. And that's exactly what I expect here. The New Orleans Saints have been improving every single week on defense. And I was actually somewhat impressed with what they did last week against the San Francisco 49ers, even though they lost 13-0. And coming into this game against the Tampa Bay Bucks, the guy that they really need to get involved is going to be Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara in his career against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he averages 46.3 rushing yards per game and 49.3 receiving yards per game. And when you look at this Tampa Bay Bucks defense, they're actually 20th throughout the NFL in terms of rushing yards against per game, averaging 123.2. And then you look at this a little bit further, the Tampa Bay Bucks are one of the best teams throughout the NFL in actually getting to the quarterback. Okay, so what does that mean? That means that Andy Dalton may have to check the ball down more to Alvin Kamara than usual. If you're getting heat, you're going to look for your check down, and oftentimes that's going to be Alvin Kamara. And then there's no one better throughout the NFL at breaking tackles and making plays after the catch than Alvin. So because of that, I really do think he's in a good spot here. He did miss this last game against the 49ers, but this is a rivalry game. I think both teams are going to come to play. I think the stars are going to be the ones who show out in this game as well. I also like Mike Evans on the other side. But in terms of props, my favorite play here is definitely Alvin Kamara rushing plus receiving over 77.5. And you also choose that because it's game script proof. If somehow, don't see this happening, I think the Bucks absolutely stink. But if, in fact, the Saints went down, say 10 points, 17 points, anything along those lines, Alvin Kamara can still get it done with receiving yards. So that's why you take that angle, rushing or receiving, so it's blowout proof. Okay? So my free pick today is going to be Alvin Kamara over 77.5 rushing plus receiving.
Great stuff from Moneyline Matt, who says, take Alvin, don't call me Simon or Theodore. Kamara over 77.5 yards rushing and receiving, minus $1.14. He's the winner. Guys, you can't argue with success, let alone perfection. Over the weekend, going through tonight, 9-0-1. I got to tell you, to me, that sounds perfect. Ride him. You're going to ride him to the winner's circle. Great stuff, Matt.
And I'd love to see him in that blonde wig.
I'd love to see that blonde wig.
Hey, I got, Khabib.
Wait a minute. The blonde wig comes with the yellow leotard. You got to wear them both. They're an entry together. So yes, send them the blonde wig and the leotard, please. I love you guys. Guys, we have a lot of fun, especially on Mondays, because it's a little more loose atmosphere, a little more fluff on the show. But one thing we have no shortness of is winners and solid contact. Jesse, Matt, Brandon, Don Buster, Dion. There he goes. You got to love it. Always a lot of laughs. Guys, everybody's going to be back in a second. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to give you some advice. If you follow Joe D this week, go buy a mattress today because you need a place to hide all your winnings that you're going to get from Joe D'Amico in college and pro basketball. We're turning it over, a lot less college basketball, a lot less college football. Obviously, we're going into the bowl games, Army-Navy this week, and then start the bowl games the week thereafter. And obviously, now that there's less college football, more people know what they're doing in the NFL. So now we're going to slide on over to college and pro basketball. We're already a couple of months into the NBA season, a couple of rotations. We're seeing what these top 25 teams are doing in college basketball. And I've got to tell you, between college basketball and pro basketball, what I got? 13, 14 top finishes in 17 years between them combined. You follow me, you're going to follow me to the bank. I'm going to start off the week 2-0 in NBA. I have my 73% Las Vegas strip move and my first odds makers mistake play of the year. Last year, they were plus 14 units in the NBA. 2 big winners. I got them each posted for $9 Mondays, $9 a piece. So you get them both in a $15 2-pack. I'm not going to price gouge you. I want you to make money, saving your money, just as good as making money. For my free play today, woo! Guys, I'm not really the biggest fan of laying big wood on the road with the Philadelphia 76ers. Having said that, they must bounce back today and get a big victory. You know, they were winning for a while prior to dropping a road game in Cleveland and then a road game in Memphis. Philly rattled off 7 straight-up wins in their previous 9 outings, covering 8 of those 9 outings. But playing the Houston Rockets changes everything, gets them back on track. Guys, Houston has dropped 3 of their last 4, both straight up and against the number. The average margin of those losses in those 3 defeats, 18.3 points per game. They're not just losing, they're losing royally, guys. Their defense, non-existent. Let's face it, their offense, nothing to write home about either. The 76ers need to get back on track, and this is the opponent to face to do just that, folks. There's no reason why they can't start off another hot streak as their next several opponents, the Lakers, the Hornets, the Kings. But it all starts where? With a big victory tonight against the Rockets. By the way, they've won and covered the last 3 meetings in this rivalry, each by exactly 20 points. I don't see why tonight's outcome will be any different. I'm laying the points with Philly. It went up a little bit since this morning.
Yeah, this morning
I'm okay with it, though.
-7. Now it's at.
I'm okay with this. Lay it. It's a winner. Thank you. You know, Dan does all the banners for us in the morning, and I appreciate that because I used to get aggravated before the show started because I can't type. And she does them all for us, but she knows what they're all at. Let me bring everybody back on. We got a couple of comments. We're going to get some comments. We're going to get some closing thoughts. We're going to run down the free plays in time for everybody out there to take advantage of the free content. And like I said, if you missed any of the free plays from this great panel, we'll run them down. Let's see what we got here, guys. A good friend. All right, Matt, our good friend Eric says, how about them Lions? Jesse, you had the Lions too this week. I know I had them. You were on them too. Guys, these Lions are for real. And Matt, let me ask you this. Still being very undervalued because they just think they're a league dormant, but they've covered, 5 in a row now?
Yeah, 5 in a row.
Guys, it ain't about who wins. It's about who covers. We're not here for the fun of it. We're here to make money. And this team is making money for those who bet on them. I had them all week, loved them, put them out, even put them on a couple shows, made as a premium side. Jesse the Money Man, Star Child. By the way, Star Child, is that because you're a big Paul Stanley from Kiss fan? You didn't know? I knew that, did you? I love him. Got to love Jesse. Let me see. Star Child said he likes the Bucks. He likes the Bucks first quarter. Or Bucks at the house. I see Bucks first quarter or first half or at the half. And he says he does like them. He leans on them under. Time to turn down the volume. That's Jesse's joke about me because I'm so loud and obnoxious.
It is. I even muted you.
And then Star Child says, Fudger, man. I'm going to tell you now. We have time between this show and the triple double. We're going to see if we make all of you aunts and uncles, and then we're probably going to have an argument. Nothing. You see how I shut her up? Star Child said, show is hyped. 76ers first quarter and good plays from this week. Thanks for Star Child for tuning in the whole show and chiming in. You know, we try to get to all your stuff, guys. Let me get some closing thoughts and comments, and then we're going to run down the free plays. Dion's got some couple announcements. We're out of here. Jesse Schule, closing thoughts and comments for our viewers out there.
Kind of like Mike Evans to get a touchdown tonight. That's my closing thought.
A little bonus play.
A bonus play, guys. You know, that's what I love about the guys here at SportsMemo WagerTalk. We give you the house. We give you the kitchen sink. We give the keys to the house. Oh, we'll give you the car, too. Take it away. Moneyline Matt, closing thoughts.
No, I love that play from Jesse as well. I think Mike Evans, I don't think he's scored in like 5 or 6 games, actually. So if you ever come across one of those guys who is on one of those droughts, I'm going to be the one to take him. You know, so I think that's a good spot as well. And yeah, guys, appreciate being on this show every single Monday. It's a great way to start the week. Get some free picks out there. Talk about everything that's going on. I already have around 3 or 4 NBA plays loaded on the premium side, 2 NFL plays, and already have 2 UFC plays. I was cracking away last night trying to get a head start on everything. So already got some articles, got some plays ready for you guys over there. Check it out on the premium side, and don't check out just myself. Check out everyone on this panel. We got great cappers at SportsMemo, WagerTalk, everything for kind of everyone, whatever you're looking for, guys. So again, appreciate being on this show, and let's get this money.
I love that money like that, don't you? Tokyo, Brandon, closing thoughts and comments. Then we're going to go around to Don. Then we're going to run down our free plays. Dion's got an announcement. Get on out of here so you can take advantage of those free winners you got today from this all-star panel. Closing thoughts and comments, Brandon, for our viewers.
Yeah, it's $9 Monday at WagerTalk, and I have a feature play in college basketball, but I also gave out a free play on this show. I also have a great play for the bowl season in college football that I've already released to clients as well. So looking forward to all of that. This is the best time of the year.
You got it. Love, Brandon. Speaking of love, man, that Don Buster, man, I gave him a big hug and a kiss, and he kissed me back the other night. He is as warm in person. He's even warmer. He's the greatest guy. Don Buster, closing thoughts and comments for our viewers.
I just want to say thanks for having me again on Monday. Great to be in a panel with such great handicappers. All you guys are doing a great job. Really appreciate you guys again. And again, as you all said, go over. It's $9 Monday at SportsMemo and WagerTalk. Get a lot of good plays from lots of great cappers. And I just want to comment, which I didn't do, and I'm really bad at talking about myself and how we do, but I really should plug this as we've crushed in the College Bowl since we've been at WagerTalk and now at SportsMemo since 2016. We're 64-32-1 in the College Bowl games, 65%. And we're also over those years, we're 13-1 in 5% plays for the College Bowl season. So the great people like Melissa at the Detroit office put up a little special deal for me. You can get my bowl package for only $99. So go over there and check that out. And again, a real privilege to be on here with such great cappers. And I appreciate you guys for letting me be on your show on Monday.
Don Buster, you're welcome. You're welcome wherever we are. We love you, and everybody out there loves you. $99 Don Buster Bowl, 65% the last few years. Off the charts. Numbers don't lie. Follow Don with that special. Let's run down the free plays.
Absolutely.
Then I want to do another birthday wish to Melissa. Then we'll get on out of here. So everybody's free plays today. Don, what'd you have for everybody today?
In the NHL, I've got Calgary first period puck line. So you have to lay -0.5 plus 105.
Great stuff. My good buddy, Tokyo Brandon, what'd you have for everyone?
Yeah, San Diego State and Troy. I'm betting the over on the total. I think it's 138 at the moment. Take the over.
Oh, there you go. The prettiest person on the panel, and that ain't easy. Dionne D'Amico. Dionne, what do you have for everybody?
I am going under 41 in tonight's Monday night football game.
God, I love her. She's so cute. Jesse Schule, what do you got, baby?
Kent State, take the points.
That handsome Moneyline Matt, what do you got, buddy?
Tonight we got Alvin Kamara over 77.5 rushing and receiving yards.
There you go. And your sexy and savory host says Philadelphia 76ers tonight, -8 gets you the money. One more time, guys, to our wonderful, adorable, sweet, cute, pretty. We couldn't be here without you. Couldn't do any of this without you. Happy birthday, Melissa. We all love you. Guys, go send a tweet out if you could. Happy birthday, Melissa. Tag SportsMemo. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, she's the sweetest lady. None of us would be here if it wasn't for her. We love you, Melissa. Happy birthday, Dion.
Happy birthday, Melissa. We love you.
Send us on out of here, darling.
I will.
Come on, you look cute. I want to make everybody an Anthony and Uncle. Only take about 2 minutes. Anyway.
So don't forget to follow all of the amazing cappers from the First Family Show on Twitter, along with myself and Joey. And make sure to tune in to all of SportsMemo TV shows for a ton of free winners and some great betting insights as well. And on behalf of SportsMemo, WagerTalk, Jesse, Matt, Brandon, Don, and us, this is the First Family of Vegas.
Everyone out there, good luck and have a winning day.